What's up guys, and welcome to Maso Hendo Plays. Today we have another re-upload of a video game I played on my previous channel, Mason the Brock Henderson. While I'm still working on moving my backlog of videos over to this one, I will continue to upload current Let's Plays on that channel. I also do reviews of TV shows and movies on that channel, and if you want to see me talk soccer, you can check out my other channel, Blues and Stripes. But to try to get caught up as quickly as possible, I'll be uploading 2 videos per day until we get caught up to the present series that I'm on. But with all that being said, let's get to the video. Alright, so here's what I'm thinking. So I've been playing for about 2 hours since I started doing these side quests. I did not want to play more than 2 hours. Tired. I want to go to sleep. But I want to knock out a little bit more. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to take on the hunts that are here, as well as maybe finish up the 2 quests that are in Waloed. Once I'm done with that, I think I'll be done for the night. It'll still be a little while till I'm done, but it's something. A fine hound, probably from Karen. Great, I get to do her voice one more time for the night. 2 of you have been together for what probably feels like a lifetime now. Still a lot you have to learn about that hound of yours. He'd step in front of a bloody raging behemoth if it meant protecting you. But that don't mean you should take it for granted. At the end of the day, he's a hound. Sometimes he just wants someone to pat on his head, rub his belly, give him a handful of coupon nuts. You do good to remember that. Karen. Thank you, Karen. That which conquers all, from Isabel. Here, not long removed when you last placed yourself between us and peril, I sit and pen yet another letter in which I try to find the words to somehow express the gratitude of an entire town. Still, something feels different about our latest triumph. Where in the past we leaned ever so heavily upon your good graces, this time we found strength elsewhere, in ourselves. Our hardship has shown us that which should have been apparent all along. We are not as different as we want to believe. Does a peasant love his homeland any less than his noble? Does a bearer love his family any less than another man does his own? It is this love that has united us and given us true strength. Should every thrall, akashic, bandit, and brigand in the realm come charging our gates, we will not fret, we will not falter, we will fight, and we will win. Isabel. All good for you guys. And we'll also check the wall of memories real quick. We got quite a few. The Vale signboard. The emblem of the Vale. Northreach's far-famed house of ill repute. Town is the gateway to the imperial capital of Oriflamme, where waves of old money and new lap up against the opposing sides of the Great Wall. However, the Vale's proprietor, Isabel, knows it best as a safe haven in the storm. The town that took in her and the man she loved when the rest of the world shunned them. We've got medicine chest. A beautifully carved chest that opens to reveal countless compartments full of tonics and tinctures. As Clive often proved a difficult patient, reluctant to come to the infirmary, Tarja commissioned this curio that he might take part of the infirmary with him. And finally, charred sparring sword. Clive's old sparring sword, salvaged by Torgal in the aftermath of the Iron Blood invasion and hidden at Clive's original hideaway, the Rookery. It is a reminder of who Clive once was and who he's become, as well as the unbreakable bond between lifelong friends. Good boy. Well, I spawned in, and he is ready for me. Let's take him down. Knight of the Splendid Heart.
You're the outlaw!
Uh-oh.
The one who drove his highness to madness! On your knees!
What? He hasn't heard. And it doesn't look like he's willing to listen.
It's all your fault!
Oh, God. That hurt?
Pay with your life! Only your death will serve!
This has not been ideal so far. Alright. Oh. Alrighty.
Share my pain! What that I could kill you twice!
Good Lord Almighty. Jeez, I don't know what is happening in some of these fights, but oh, come on. Oh, you son of a... Are you serious? I'm so angry right now. Oh my god.
Damn it. Dion would have been glad to have you back at his side.
Not as glad as he will to have Terrence. Heyo! I'm sorry. You know, while we're here in Northreach, might as well go ahead and talk to Isabel.
You, Clive.
As if running the Vale weren't enough, it would appear I have been elected the townspeople's representative.
For his part,
The Duke concurred, though it would scarcely have mattered if he hadn't. So unanimous was the clamor. Had he known that trying to pit us against each other would only result in our bonds growing stronger, I dare say he might have taken a different approach. He underestimated us, though to be fair, we underestimated ourselves. Northreach will only ever be as strong as the sum of her people, and it was when we stood united that we stood tallest. We cannot simply rely on a wall to protect us. We must be the wall, and I intend to be, when my other roles permit. Duke of Oriflamme?
well,
I think it's safe to say we show the Duke of Naught the error of his ways. The problem with so many leaders of men is that they know little of the men they wish to lead. Having seen firsthand who we are, and what it is we fight for, perhaps now he will better understand how to govern us. He's already in talk with the merchants about fortifying the markets and constructing new housing on the far side of the wall, which should certainly endear him to those who, until recently, would cheerfully have tied a noose around his neck.
why,
He's even made amends with his daughter Sabine, for as long as one might with as fiery spirit as she.
yes.
Despite the Duke's many failings, which are divers and plenty, mind you, I believe his love for the Empire and his desire to see it endure in these, its darkest of days, are sincere.
And who knows?
In time, we may yet allow him to add Duke of Northreach to his list of titles. And then Northreach's future
The last few years.
have been anything but kind to Northreach. Yet we've managed to endure in spite of it all, with a little help, of course. And while it's still a shadow of what it was before the fall of Drake's head, the town has rediscovered something I had half given up for lost.
Hope.
Hope that tomorrow might be a better day. You can see it in the eyes of each and every one of us, in our smiles,
Belief that we all matter.
that we can all make a difference. We are not merchants, soldiers, courtesans, or even bearers. We are the people of Northreach, and we are one. The world around us may be dying, but here in the shadow of this forgotten wall, We found a new life for ourselves. We put aside past quarrels, put aside our pride, that we might make space in our hearts for more important things, like each other.
And should the skies grow even darker?
We will not fret, for we know we can overcome anything so as long as we stand together.
We really mustn't stop meeting like this.
Well, pleasure to speak with you again, Isabel. Glad to hear that things are going somewhat well. Alright, so where is this thing? Doesn't appear to be over here near the chronolith. Or is this it? I think this is it. Yeah. It looks like a leech. The Prince of Death. Which is one of the things I need to kill to get crafting material. So let's do it. Oh, God. Oh! Well, alrighty then.
Nice try.
I already hate this.
Too slow.
God, 3 times. Okay. Cool.
There's a good boy.
I'm not entirely sure the best way to deal with this. And then one more. Part of the problem is the spinning attack that he does. Even if I block the first one, if I go to counter, he just hits me with the rest of the attack. So I'm not entirely sure. Uh-oh. This can't be good. Honestly, the best way to do this might just be dodging the whole time. Oh! That was totally accidental, but it kind of worked out well. And that worked out even better. Keep hitting. Not again. Ah. Oh, what? I hate this guy so much. Hey, vey. But it's another one down. Dark steel. Sweet.
I'm getting tired of these things.
Me too, Clive. Me too. And I'm not even just talking about the thralls, I'm talking about the super bosses. How tough they're getting to be. So the question is, where is the rank S going to be? Oh. Well, I can't be sure, but I just fast traveled to this obelisk so I could take on the side quest here. There's a good chance that that is our S rank boss. Very good chance. It is. Another behemoth. Behemoth King. Oh boy.
Another of the royalists' guard dogs.
Whoa, what are we doing? Oh no.
Specimen it is too.
Oh god. Move.
Nice try.
Ow.
Too slow.
It's alright. We got this. Son of a bitch. Oh god.
Nice try.
Thank goodness for Joshua's protection there. And stagger. And pull. Oh. Oh, I'm really focused right now. Go ahead and take down his stagger gauge. Oh, that's not good. That's really not good. That's really not good.
Thanks, boy. Too slow.
Not again. Ow.
Nice try.
Are you serious?
Nice try.
Good. Come on.
Well done, Tom. Too slow.
Okay. And keep hitting. Keep hitting. Oh my god. Are you... What the f...
That's better.
Oh my lord.
Nice try.
Dude, this is insane. Oh my... I hit dodge. Oh my god. Oh my lord, not this one again. Oh my god. Alright. Timed that one well, at least. What are you doing? Oh, not this again. Oh, God. What the hell? And please stagger, please stagger, please stagger, please stagger, please stagger. Thank you. Keep hitting, keep hitting. Oh, God. Ow.
Nice try.
Oh, God. Get out, get out, get out, get out. Oh. Oh, my lord, that was crazy. Pull. And then hit him with lightning. Hit him with fire. How is he not dead? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. That is so stupid. Oh my god. Finally. Oh god, that apocalypse move was insane. The level up. 48. Get out of here. And I got another orichalcum. Cool.
No match for you, eh, Toggle?
So I think I just need one more orichalcum. I'm kind of hoping that maybe one of these quests will give it to me. But first we've got
The village looks abandoned.
Garnick.
Now, which house would a bookworm live in?
Yeah, this is the one for Harpocrates' friend. Yeah, it's this building, just like I was thinking. Oh, treasure chest. Very nice. Read. The Folklorist's Fabulary, the Moogle. No spirit or sprite appears more often in Valestian folktales than the humble Moogle. Though they are occasionally painted as mischievous souls akin to pixies or imps, most stories depict them as clumsy yet congenial spirits who delight in helping mankind with their daily labors. They are said to have sweet tooth, leading to the common superstition that one must not leave cakes or other sweetmeats uncovered overnight, lest naught remain but crumbs come morning. In appearance, they are described as being covered head to toe in soft white fur, excepting the small dark wings by which they are somehow able to take flight, and the brightly colored pom-poms that protrude from the tops of their heads. And yet there is one detail regarding the Moogle that most find more remarkable than even the orb that tops its brow: the fact that the creatures actually exist. Preposterous, I hear you cry. Everyone knows that Moogles are the stuff of legend. I quite agree, but every legend has its basis in truth. In the case of the Moogle, the fact may not be not so dissimilar to the fiction. Ancient bestiaries list the white mole whose feet do not touch the ground among the beasts of the realm, and the illustration beside the name, why, it's none other than the Moogle. Of course, it is true that the creatures are not known to still survive in the twins in the modern day. Perhaps their miniature wings carry them to other climes. Perhaps they are hunted to extinction. Or perhaps, just perhaps, they do still live among us, hidden away far from human view. Like at the Hideaway. Inspect from a distance. Oh, okay, this is what I needed. Chapter 16, The Fall of Bearers. The emergence of the first magic adepts was widely heralded as a gift from the gods. Indeed, the title with which those with the gift came to be commonly known is most likely a contraction of bearer of the heavenly blessing, the wording used by the tribunes of the time. Those born with the blessing were lauded as living crystals and granted high office and plentiful reward for their status as chosen ones. Over the years, this reverence for their kind would become a full-fledged religion led by the bearers themselves, a development that would prove fateful. The divers nations of the time were unanimous of their disapproval of the founding of the church, while the authorities had for years welcomed bearers into positions of power in their own structures of state. They were mistrusting of an organization led by bearers, for bearers. Efforts were immediately made to chasten the church and its followers, banning members from holding office, evicting adherents from their homes, and breaking up meeting by force. The church responded by forming a volunteer army to resist this persecution, and yet it continued, creating a cycle of ever-increasing bloodshed and rancor and growing rift between those born with the blessing and those without. What began with beatings and street clashes would eventually spill over into an all-out war that consumed the greater part of the twins for nigh a generation, decimated the population of men and bearers both. The deluge of blood that stained the land crimson and left even more lasting mark upon the minds of the Valstean people. After the bearers' last resistance was crushed, the nations of Valstia came together to sign the Continental Accord that initiated the system of slavery that persists across the realm to this day. Its well-known phrase, "the bearers are other than human," has its roots in the bitter war of the years before, being the unblessed's only excuse for their calamitous refusal to allow the blessed to decide their own destinies. Holy crap.
This is it. But if what it says is true, I need to get this back to the Hideaway.
I'm going to inspect, but God, are very long-winded. This one seems a little bit less so. Complete botany of Banes. Ederphotida, maybe? Or tail of wyvern. White of flower and black of root, the latter of which gives out an inky gall when cut or crushed. The tribesmen of Northern Storm prick their skin with oaken needles soaked in such, drawing curious patterns about their arms and legs in honor of their heathen gods. The gall is passing toxicate that a single drop taken by mouth may result in cramps most painful for 5 days and 5 nights, or if applied to a wound, certain death. Should a slip of the needle end a young warrior's life, it is said that his skin print failed to find favor among the heavens. So this is what the mark was on the branded that they were talking about. That's some cool information there. Royal Intelligencer Training Report. In the wake of the tragic fire at Caer Norvent in 873 V and the subsequent depletion of our most highly practiced intelligencers, all mainland strongholds were instructed to redouble training in clandestine maneuvers, improvised weaponry, and assassination techniques, and dispatch promising volunteers to Stonehere for inspection. This report details progress made by the stronghold at Garnick in reinvigorating Waloed's ranks of esteemed intelligencers. And I think that was the group that Benedicta was running with that got killed. I was about to say, it said leave Garnick, so I'm guessing we're about to experience...
Leaving so soon, stranger?
Yeah.
We've been watching you. From a distance, so to speak.
But
Subtle. I know who you are.
Then we need not waste time on introductions. Hand me the book.
I don't think so.
Leave it in our care and return to your life.
Your care? Do you mean to burn it or bury it?
That is not my decision to make. But by one means or another, its contents shall be removed from the common record.
Then I'll have to politely refuse. I won't let you erase our history.
Then we find ourselves at an impasse. Very well. The book can just as easily be pried from your dead hand.
I mean, good luck with that. I wonder if the suspicious character that's sitting at the top of the hideaway is a member. Alright, let's go ahead and use this. Just to get these guys out of the way. And you're done. Alright, just a bunch of crafting material. It seems really weird to bring up this suspicious, shady organization right near the end of the game.
Impressive. But we have other means. We shall claim the book yet.
Why do you want it so badly anyway?
It lays out in no uncertain terms the vanity and avarice of mankind. It tells the shameful history of the persecution and oppression of a gifted few by a giftless many. Would you say that this interpretation was correct?
I don't know.
You don't know. Your sword may be sharp, but your wits are dull. So let me answer for you. There is no correct interpretation of history. That a series of events took place may be proved beyond a doubt. But there can be no single, immutable explanation as to why they came to pass. It is a question of numbers and of belief. If enough people believe that a set of events occurred for a reason, that belief becomes the truth.
So you're trying to control the truth?
We are trying to protect people from themselves, from knowledge that would bring them naught but pain.
So you're a fact checker is what you're saying.
You may keep the book, for now. The world is small. We shall meet again. Until then.
Wait.
He disappeared.
Damn it. Let's get this back to Vivian. Perhaps she can explain what that was all about.
But first...
This must be the orphanage. Hopefully the registry is still here.
Well, let's take a look inside. What is this? Got a treasure chest. Hey, with a potion, 20 sharp fangs. Badback Conservatory, Writ of Incorporation. Kingdom of Elude hereby incorporates this institution wherein juvenile bearers are to be granted the opportunity to give themselves in service to the state as soldiers. Trainees succumbing to the crystal's curse or otherwise perishing are to be disposed of with all haste. Graveyard is strictly reserved for the uncursed. Bearer disposal within its bounds is punishable by death. Damn.
Disposed of.
Yeah, that's not very nice. Conditioning schedule. Today's exercises will consist of the press yard, 20 sandbags for such duration as instructor shall dictate. The furnace, burn intensity to be gradually increased. Live combat, 1 to 3 hellhounds depending on performance. Damn.
Conditioning. This is nothing short of torture.
Pretty
I
much.
wasn't exaggerating. It's a wonder he survived this place. I need to find that registry.
Figured it would be in there, but I guess not. Where is it then? Oh, found it. I recently learned that my own daughter was among the children turned to stone by the brutal training I subjected them to. I had not so much as thought of her since handing her over to the authorities as a babe, but inquiries with the military confirmed it. It was her. I had been torturing my own flesh and blood. Now I see her everywhere. Today one of the children smiled at me in the hope of receiving a few scraps from my table. It was her smile, the smile she inherited from her mother, the mother I killed for giving birth to a bearer. Their ghosts have all come back to haunt me. My daughters, my wife's, all of them, all those children. So many have died at my hand. I can bear the guilt no longer, and so I have decided tomorrow I too must die. It will be the last order I give those poor wretches, the last torment I subject them to. I will command them to tear me limb from limb and inter my accursed corpse beneath the white tree whose crooked hands reach to the sky in supplication. Beside me, my shame, my curse, the record of all their names, all those I have wronged. Wow. Well, I
This reads
guess
like a suicide note.
it
Did
basically
the director
is.
go through with his plan? There's only one way to find out. A forked white tree.
Mm-hmm.
This must be the place. Could he really be buried here?
Somebody grab a shovel.
There's something hidden among the roots. Let's see. This must be the registry.
Badback Conservatory Registry of Bearer Losses. So Hans, 10 years old, lithification. Alfred, 9 years old, succumbed to conditioning. Franz, 12, lithification. Paulina, 10, emaciation. We don't talk about Bruno. 11 years old, disciplined for attempted fighting. Johanna, 12 years old, disciplined for attempted fighting. Reinhard, 9 years old, succumbed to conditioning. Marta, 10 years old, succumbed to conditioning. Lothar, 12 years old, lithification. Dietrich, 11 years old, emaciation. And it looks like it just list goes on.
So many names. This place was a slaughterhouse. But where is the architect of all this misery?
Oh, there he is.
It was only a matter of time, I suppose. This place is cursed.
Oh my gosh. Ugh.
Nice try. Too slow.
There we go. All that all that crafting material.
I'm done here. Let's get the registry back to Herman.
Indeed. Alright, so I decided to come here to Martha's Rest just because there's only the one quest here. So I think that's where I'm going to start the next recording session that I do, because I am done for tonight. I'm very tired. I did not expect there to be so many side quests. I figured there would be a few after we finished up the one story quest we're about to work on, but for there to be as many as there are, holy crap. I don't know. I feel like they could have possibly spaced out the side quests a little bit better, because it feels like for the first part of being at the new hideaway till now, it feels like those side quests have all sort of connected together. So I feel like it was when we first started at the new hideaway, we got like a couple side quests, did some story. We got a few more side quests, did some story, a few more side quests, did some story. And then in the past couple of videos, or the past couple of recording sessions I've done, it has been, we got 5 or 6 side quests at one time. And then this one, it just all of a sudden was like, here, have like upwards of 10, I think. So many to do. And I realize this is probably, you know, in-game time. So we're ready to take on Ultima. This is probably going to be our last bout of side quests, so we're wrapping up all of these side stories and such, but it still was just to look around the hideaway and see all of those exclamation points pop up. A little overwhelming. But that being said, though, I'm still having a blast. As far as theories about how this game's coming to a close, I don't really know. Again, I get the feeling that we have awakened the Fallen somehow by destroying the Mother Crystals. I don't know how that works. I don't know why that would work, but it seemed to be what Ultima implied. So I'm curious to see if we'll get to see what the Fallen even look like. I almost kind of wonder if Ultima is one of the Fallen. You know, the Fallen are his people, and maybe he is one of them, that he has the power to create human beings, but most of the Fallen don't. Maybe he's kind of seen as an outsider and they don't really like him. I don't know. There's definitely a lot of possible theories that are playing around in my mind at the moment as far as what Ultima and the Fallen's truth is. But it definitely feels like we're kind of going with a story of, which, I mean, Final Fantasy has done this before, where, you know, we're not just gonna serve some, you know, god that tells us what to do. You know, we're gonna live our own lives, be our own people. We've seen something like this before in other Final Fantasy, or at least I have in other Final Fantasies. But I do kind of like how they are showing it here. You know, how Ultima is being presented, how Clive and Joshua are really, they're a good protagonist team to kind of counterbalance what Ultima is trying to do and say. So definitely had a lot of fun with it. I'm kind of hoping that the next recording session will be the last one, because I feel like I'm getting close to the end of the game, but who knows? We'll see. It's all up in the air at this point. But until next time, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. It really helps me out and lets me know that you guys are enjoying the series, as well as if you want to say hi, if you have anything that you'd like to see by the end of this video, leave a comment down below and I'll get back to it as soon as I can. Also, check out the channel. We have a lot of reviews on there, as well as another Let's Play series going on at the same time. But until next time, I hope you guys have a great day, and I will talk to you all later. Peace out.